What up, YouTube? So I'm working on the Hummer again, like usual, and this time I'm going to be changing the blower motor resistor, because that's another issue that we're having with the car. When he turned the key off, the blower motor would stay on. So that's usually an indication that you need a blower motor resistor. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swap it out, and that should fix our problem. For right now, I've had the blower motor relay pulled out just so that it didn't kill the battery every time I keyed the car on and stuff like that, because it just stays on. So I'm gonna show you guys how to swap that out, and yeah, how to put a new one in. So we are under the passenger side dash panel here. I took the whole panel off. There's just, I think it's 2 or 3 7mm screws, one here and one like back here in this area. So yeah, here's the blower motor resistor right here. It looks like we got a 7 or an 8 holding the blower motor resistor on, one there and one in the back. So I'm gonna take those out, and we're gonna get this thing out. So we're gonna yank out the blower motor resistor right now. I got an 8mm socket. There's one. There's the other. This guy should pop right out. There's a blower motor resistor. It's full of nuts, no surprise. The mice do like to chew things in this car. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this from its couple of connections here. There's like one up here and one right here, and then we're gonna take this guy out. So here's the blower motor resistor completely removed. There's that clip up there. The clip for it's on that side. But yeah, we've got it removed. All full of nuts. I assume that there are mice in his blower motor, or there were at some point. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and change this guy out. So right here we have the new blower motor resistor. This one should fix all of our issues right here. So these new blower motor resistors on the GM cars, there was like a redesign. So there's a different style connector on here. So if it's an original one, you almost always have to switch the connector here. So this is that same plug that goes up to that little area in the corner up there. You probably can't see past the speaker crossover, but up in there, this plug's still the same, but these 3 wires here are going to correspond with these 3 wires on here. You know, it looks pretty simple. The little wire, I think, is going to stay purple, and then you got black and red. So I think that's going to be the same right here. So all we're going to do is cut that connector off and solder this new harness on here so that we can run this new style blower motor resistor, and then we'll throw our relay back in and see if the car's fixed.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Oh,
So I seriously underestimated the size of the wire here, so I used shrink wrap that was too small, so it's not gonna fit. But I'll just black tape it over there. Shouldn't see any water, so shouldn't really matter. But yeah, so that should be all of our connections. Everything should be wired up good. And so now all we have to do is tape this up right here, and then put our blower motor resistor up in the car, plug it in, plug this other plug in here, and then throw our relay back in the fuse block, and we should be all set.
Towards the sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So under here we've got everything all set. I'm gonna take our blower motor resistor and put it up in here. Just gotta figure out which way it goes here. I feel like it's the other way. Yeah, that seems about right to me. I'm gonna go ahead and put our screws in. So I took a second to get those screws started. It was a little bit of a pain. This blower motor resistor doesn't fit like the OEM one, unfortunately. It's an AC Delco one, it should fit, but we had this one lying around. I'm pretty sure it should seal. As long as it seals, it'll be okay. If it doesn't seal, then the blower motor resistor could overheat because it doesn't have air flowing over it at all times. So that's kind of the point. You need air to flow over it, but we'll see if this one seats good. The mounting areas are a little bit crooked, so I'll be happy if it seats good. If not, we'll have to get one different one. But if I crank it down, let's see if it seats all around. Seems like it seats pretty good back there. It's pretty solid, so I think we're all set there. Now this connection just has to go up around the corner here. Let's see if I can do that. Almost got it. There we go. That's plugged in up there. Now all that's left is to plug in the new harness that we made here, which should just go in like that. So now our blower motor resistor is hooked up. I'm just gonna tuck these wires up under here and maybe give them a zip tie just to keep everything from falling out, and we should be all set. That's how you install a blower motor resistor in a Hummer, or a lot of other GM vehicles are very similar, but we'll see. I'm gonna be getting a battery in this thing pretty soon, so we'll be able to test the repair once the battery's in. I could always charge the dead battery that's in it now just to see, and I might do that. So I went ahead and threw the jump box on the Hummer, and so now we should be able to turn the key on. Oops, I'm moving the seat here. There we go. Blower motor turns on. It sounds like there's something in the blower motor, to be honest, like a nut or something, but oh well. Yeah, so I can turn it all the way up. Get it on nice and high. And then when I turn the key off, the blower motor turns off. So it looks like our blower motor resistor fixed our issue. So if you have a blower motor that stays on in a GM truck, it more than likely could be the resistor. So just changed it out, fixed our problem. So thanks for watching, guys. This is the end of another Hummer video, but I have probably one or two more to come. Another sound system one once it's all finished, and then I'm going to be changing out the alternator in this car for a nice high output alternator. So you can see right there is our alternator. That's going to get swapped out in place of a high output alternator, because this sound system definitely needs it. So that's going to be probably the next video as soon as I get a battery, because we need a new battery. You don't want to try to charge a dead battery with a high output alternator, or any alternator for that matter, because it could kill it. Could do some damage to the alternator trying to charge that much. So new battery should be here today, should change the alternator tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys updated. Once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, it helps me out. But see you guys in the next one.